This is such a deeply needed video, and I am honored to share it because this is real shit. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle, and I'm an anger alchemist. Yes, you heard me right. I'm an anger alchemist. I help you learn to work with and channel your frustration, your anger, your resentment, the rage into power, into your own constructive source to fuel your life and to fuel living this beautiful, rich, full, deep, complex, and magnificently melanated life. And today I want to talk about this deep courage and beauty of living and owning and talking about our full experiences as Black and brown women in corporate America, just living our lives, really. And I have to give an incredible shout out to Gabrielle Union in her book, We're Going to Need More Wine. She talks in detail about what it's like being called the N-word, having and experiencing blatant racism. And she has this incredible chapter in her book called Mittens, where even, where she is in her life, who she's married to, all of these things, still being a target and still enduring blatant racism by people who would assume that she was a thug or somehow doesn't belong in the neighborhoods where she belongs in. And for those of us in corporate America, those of us who are professionals, those of us who are operating at certain levels, we blatantly and deeply know the experiences of being called the N-word on our own corporate job, of working with blatantly racist people and managers and coworkers and clients, and the way that that impacts us. I think it's so important to talk about this because this is the fullness of our experience. And I also wanted to share some groundbreaking leaders in this space. People like Resmaa Menakem, who wrote the incredible book My Grandmother's Hands, which if you have not read it and done the practices, I highly recommend you do so. And also my personal favorite, Lama Rod Owens, who is a Buddhist Lama and also works deeply with anger, with resentment. And in his incredible book, Love and Rage, talks about so many of the experiences that he has gone through in his own world, and also gives really incredible body-based practice for working with our anger, for working with the justifiable rage and righteous indignation that these experiences bring up. I think it's so important to talk about this because although speaking to you, it's kind of like telling a fish about water. It's something that we know, something that we've lived. We literally know no other way of life, being Black, being brown our whole lives and dealing with racism and discrimination. But I think for that reason, it's important to talk about so we can begin to realize the water that we swim in and also take the steps and embody more of our own healing and therefore access more of our own power. For so many of us growing up in societies and in families where this is just the way it is and you don't make a fuss of it, the people before you had it so much worse, all these ways that we learn to minimize and ignore our experiences. And when we do that, we also minimize and ignore our own power. There's power in our rage, there's power in our frustration, and there's power in our righteous indignation over discrimination that we've experienced. And there's an incredible process for how to really mine and access the power in those emotions and in those experiences, which are oftentimes so deeply disempowering and hurtful. If you want to learn even more, you can check out this free 15-minute supportive, restorative, guided meditation that I created specifically for you. It's linked below. And also if you want to learn more about free tips and tools that you can do in the privacy of your own home, working with your own body, you don't need to buy any book or buy some tools or buy anything really. This is work that should be free and available, and I am doing this video and all my videos to make it free and available. And so you can check out my free ebook called Melanin, A Reclamation, where I share more about my own journey, my own experiences, and also give you body-based, tried and true techniques and tools that I do on a regular basis that I would encourage you to try out yourself. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.